New at 6, if you have ever tried to park a car in San Francisco, you certainly know it is not easy, nor is it cheap, which is what makes this next story so unusual. Neighbors of a new condo complex going up at Market and Van Ness tell our Wilson Walker the building is offering too much parking.
Let's just say the current state of affairs is not particularly great.
Well, this is the current state of affairs at Market and Van Ness, but this is one step closer to reality after today's vote at the San Francisco Planning Commission.
We think the design is reasonable. We think that their efforts to do a activation on the street is good.
However, Gail Baugh, head of the Hayes Valley Neighborhood Association, was one of many neighbors who lined up today to lodge one last complaint with the towering plan, and that is the number of underground parking spaces for residents.
The idea that parking and car storage, which I prefer to call it, can be higher than what is already called for in the Market Octavia plan, which is in this particular location is 0.25 per unit.
Now, meeting that number would have meant 60 fewer underground spaces, and developers say that would have effectively killed financing for the entire project.
Essentially, as a condo, we can't get financing with less parking than what we proposed. This tower on the West Coast will be the lowest parked high-rise condo tower ever built.
So for hours, the commission debated traffic, parking, and whether or not more spaces means more traffic, but in the end, they gave the approval.
That's our dilemma in San Francisco. I always like to say, we always make the perfect the enemy of the great.
So what is next for one of the biggest projects on the San Francisco drawing board?
We are excited. We hope to move through the Board of Supervisors quickly. And if that happens and the markets are friendly to us, we'd love to break ground in a year.
In San Francisco, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.